Hello everyone, and welcome to my young and restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Why in the world would Lauren want her to turn on her husband? Says Nikki. Lauren makes it clear that she wants her to violate her husband's trust. She was there for her while she was off the wagon, and Nikki wants her to do the same for her now. Is this about Michael? She asks. According to Lauren, Victor has him working on a project that is causing him a great deal of distress. Nikki apologizes. They discuss Michael putting his life in danger for Victor. Nikki wishes to assist. According to Lauren, Michael has been tense following his recent encounters with Victor. He is clearly conflicted. Nikki assumes that Victor's targeting of Jack is the reason. She has pleaded with him to overlook this, but he refuses to listen. What else has Michael said, she wonders. Lauren claims that although her husband acknowledged it was about Jack and Jabot, he would not elaborate. If Nikki had recruited Michael to advance his grudge against the Abbotts, it wouldn't be shocking. Lauren YNR Nikki. According to Lauren, Michael dislikes Victor's schemes whether they include Jack or another person he likes. But he has a strong, unwavering loyalty to Victor. Nikki is aware that Victor does as he pleases. Lauren fears Victor will coerce Michael into doing something against his will. Lauren expresses concern that her spouse might not make it through the fall this time. It seems that the conflict between the Abbotts and Newmans has not ended, as Nikki had anticipated. She fears that the truce between Jack and Victor would still be in place if her alcoholism hadn't grown so bad. Victor would never believe that Jack saved her. Michael and Victor discuss business. Victor and Michael meet at the property. The mustache wants to know whether he has any useful information. Michael doesn't know if he can use it, but he does have some. He jokes, "Which of your enemies would you like to talk about first?" Victor would like to begin with the events at Jabot. One of their moles is not happy, and Michael hates to be the one to deliver the bad news. The man feels suspicious because Kyle has been asking a lot of questions. They want more money, Victor supposes. Michael attests to this and has implied that he will inform the Abbotts that he has been spying for the great Victor Newman if they deny it. "The guy's threatening me," yells Victor. Michael informed the man threats don't sit well with Victor. He should tell him again, Victor insists. Michael is concerned that Kyle might have been misjudged. "That's absurd," shouts Victor. "What on earth is Kyle Abbott?" Michael promises to try his hardest to calm their agent's worries at Jabot. After that, they discuss Aristotle Dumas. According to Michael, Damien Kane is Nate Hastings' half-brother through Nathan Hastings Sr. Victor is certain that Dumas will use that. In agreement, Michael says, and there's more. Recently, Dumas has made contact with another individual in Genoa City. Billy Abbott. Michael is still unsure about the reason. Victor questions why the man is now so open. He must want him to be aware of his activities. Perhaps Dumas is losing his touch, Michael suggests. Victor believes he is giving them access to the cards he desires. What game is he playing, is the question. Dumas, who has disclosed ties to Billy Abbott and the family of the man Victor most admires, continues to baffle Michael and Victor. His business is called Arabesque, which is a French name. Like glissade, exactly. It was owned by Tucker McCall before it was acquired by the Abbotts and the Newmans. Michael inquires as to if Victor is implying that Dumas might be Tucker McCall. Michael thinks about this. Dumas first got in touch with Billy, the brother of his ex-wife. He might be supporting Billy in an attempt to gain her favor again. Second, Winters has drawn interest from McCall. And Devin is his son, Victor thinks. Third, according to Michael, Nate has a relationship with Audra, who assisted Victor in stealing glissade from him. This might be an act of retaliation. Maybe his pilgrimages to ashrams are a front for his business dealings under Dumas. Perhaps he has returned. Kyle discusses his misgivings. Jack calls Traci at Crimson Lights and finds out that she hasn't heard from Alan at all. They discuss the possibility that he is his deceased psychopathic twin. Although Jack dislikes the thought of her speaking to him, she is certain that he will vanish if she ghosts him. No one else is able to write her narrative. No one has seen him or heard from him, according to her conversation with his agent. Jack makes the decision to include Jabot security. He wants justice if he is guilty. I can't let him go, sobs Traci. I want to be with Alan for the rest of my life if this is him. Jack claims he could kill her if he were Martin. Traci hopes she's mistaken, but if she is, she must ensure that he never hurts anybody else. As Kyle enters Crimson Lights, he observes his father on the terrace having a serious phone discussion. Traci is cautioned by Jack not to consent to meet with Alan by herself. To keep her safe, he must be informed. She swears. I thought he was the one, sobs Traci. I believed he loved me. For what it's worth, Jack tells her they love her. Traci claims it disconnects and has a lot of value. Jack asks his kid if everything is all right as he follows Kyle inside. Jack claims to be all right. Kyle needs to run past him on a work-related matter. Kyle YNR. The younger Abbott informs Jack and Kyle that there is a problem with one of their employees as they sit down. He senses that something is wrong. Their discourse veered off course. He was troubled by the nature of his inquiries. He was interested in learning every detail regarding the introduction of their goods. The only issue is that he is not involved in R&D, and he has no responsibility whatsoever for the product. The man seemed nervous and retreated as he joked. He feels as though he is concealing something. He was questioning Victor about the same things Victor had wanted him to know when he was robbing Jabot of the sunscreen. According to Kyle, the man pretended to have a migraine while acting guilty. Although he didn't believe him, he believes this might cause them a lot of trouble. You believe Matheson and Victor are collaborating? Jack frowns. They conclude that he might have left Glissade residence to inform him. Kyle believes that Victor may be seeking retribution for what transpired with Nikki by stirring up issues at Jabot. Kyle believes that there might be more than one mole and that this is Victor's way of getting even. They had better start identifying which workers are paying Victor. They ought to fire Matheson in the interim. Jack claims that would be the simplest course of action, but he has a plan for how they might outsmart Victor in this situation. He informs Kyle that they require concrete evidence that Matheson is employed by Victor. However, since these individuals have a cost, they can take advantage of it. Kyle assumes he wants to increase the stakes in order to get them to flip against Victor. Anything that would remove Victor's arrogant expression is money well spent, according to Jack. Kyle Jack YNR. Diane queries Traci. Diane finds Traci at the club, and she's shocked to see her not at work. Diane joins her at the table and explains that she returned for her tablet. Traci Diane YNR. Traci isn't excited about Diane talking about wedding plans. Diane questions whether she's afraid Alan will be upset that they won't marry in Paris. Alan has promised her the wedding of her dreams, Traci reassures her. Is the Abbott house truly not her first option for the ceremony? Diane encourages her to be honest. At this time, Traci is unable to inform her of that. Diane tells her that it will be prepared. Does she fear she won't enjoy the changes? I swear to you, Traci. It will be something you love. She will be able to exchange vows with Alan in the ideal setting. Traci objects. She is unable to make all of these crucial choices while Alan is abroad. Diane is familiar enough with her to be aware of the situation. She noticed it with Jack earlier, and speaking with her now validates it. If Traci has changed her mind, she inquires. Are you and Alan still getting married? Traci never thought she would get married, much less fall in love again. Diane claims that rather than excitement, this feels more like nerves. She is there and willing to listen. Her happiness is important to both her and Jack. Traci informs her that Alan has brought her great joy. Diane encourages her to share her problems with her. Alan answers Traci's ringing phone. Traci seems agitated as she mulls over the phone. Diane Traci YNR. Jack and Kyle talk about Traci. Jack whispers to Kyle at Crimson Lights that Victor can't get over the fact that he assisted his wife when he was unable to. Kyle changes the subject and inquires as to why his father was acting so anxious when he entered. "You've been looking at your phone as if you were anticipating bad news. He and Aunt Tracy have been giving him a horrible vibe." Jack uses the wedding as an excuse. Kyle is aware of what he is withholding from him. Is there something wrong with Alan and Aunt Tracy? Jack lets out a sigh. He is unable to deceive him. There might be a serious issue with Tracy's fiancé. He can't tell him what's going on, his father explains. He assured his sister that he would maintain her trust for the time being. Kyle does not want her large heart to be exploited. Jack complains, "I don't either." Tracy tells Diane she must answer the phone at the club and leaves. "I can't express to you how wonderful your voice is, Alan." She is informed by Alan that he sent her flowers. He referred to her as his wildflower, she recalls. She wants to know where he is and when he will return home. "You have no idea how much I want to see the man I want to marry when I look into your eyes." After the call, Diane observes her getting back together and going back to the table. "What is it, Tracy?" she asks. "What is the situation between you and the man you plan to wed?"